It was an accident so stupid. It was like running with a pencil. It was not a risk he was taking. It was not a superhuman feat of anything. It was just an accident.
It's it's gonna be really special.
It will be.
It's gonna be really special for her to know him through us.
It's a heartbreaking story no one could have predicted, yet it's unfolding right before our eyes. The Irwin family, synonymous with wildlife conservation, has always captivated the world with their love for animals and their unwavering dedication to protecting the natural world. But recently, a shocking revelation has turned their world upside down, especially for Terri Irwin, who has been at the heart of the family's mission since the untimely death of her husband, Steve Irwin, in 2006. Now, her son, Robert Irwin, is undergoing a transformation that's left her in tears. The question on everyone's mind is, what happened to Robert Irwin, the young man who once seemed destined to carry on his father's legacy? Is the emotional shift in Robert's life the end of an era, or is it the beginning of something even more remarkable? For those who've followed the Irwin family for years, it feels like the Irwins have always been larger than life, icons of hope, love, and a deep passion for the wild. From their early days on the Crocodile Hunter to the heartwarming spin-offs that introduced the world to their unique bond with nature, they've never been shy about sharing their lives with the public. Yet, behind their television persona, a deeply personal and often painful journey has been unfolding. Robert Irwin, once a boy playing in the zoo's wild heartland, has evolved into a young man with his own powerful story to tell, and not everyone was prepared for what was to come. The transformation of Robert Irwin is not just about his growth as an individual, it's also a poignant reminder of the deep emotional scars left by his father's tragic death. Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter, was a figure that transcended television, a passionate advocate for wildlife, whose enthusiasm and fearless approach to animals captured the hearts of millions. Tragically, his life was cut short in 2006, leaving his family and the world grieving. For Robert, who was only 2 years old when he lost his father, the impact of this loss only became clearer as he grew older. But it was never just about grieving. It was about stepping into his father's shoes, a role that was both a gift and a tremendous weight to bear. Yet, the journey hasn't been easy. Robert's transformation from a young, wide-eyed boy into a dynamic force in wildlife conservation has been anything but predictable. Raised at the Australia Zoo, Robert was surrounded by the wonders of the wild, always encouraged by his parents to embrace the legacy of his father. He followed in Steve's footsteps with an enthusiasm that was unmistakable, but recently something changed. Robert's emotional evolution, especially his interactions with his mother Terri, has sparked intense curiosity. Why is Terri, the unshakable matriarch of the Irwin family, brought to tears? And what is behind Robert's transformation that has so deeply affected his family? As we dive deeper into Robert's journey, it's essential to understand the milestones that shaped him. From the moment he first appeared on camera as a child, he showed signs of the same natural charisma that made his father a household name. His undeniable connection with animals, his ability to educate and entertain, and his growing dedication to wildlife conservation all made Robert a figure worth watching. His adventures with his sister Bindi, their shared passion for animals, and their ongoing commitment to their father's vision seem to indicate that Robert, much like Steve, was destined to capture the hearts of millions. But as Robert reached his teenage years, his interests began to evolve in unexpected ways. What started as a passion for animals became a profound calling. Robert's deep love for photography allowed him to tell the stories of wildlife in ways his father never had the chance to. Through his lens, Robert captured the beauty and the fragility of nature, gaining international recognition for his work. But photography wasn't just about capturing stunning images. It became a medium through which Robert could amplify his message of conservation, a message Steve had worked so hard to spread. His photos of the devastating 2019 to 2020 bushfires in Australia, in particular, became a rallying cry for environmental preservation. Robert's evolution as a conservationist was no longer just about stepping into his father's shoes. It was about carving his own path, one that would ultimately change the conversation about wildlife conservation. However, with all the public success, something deeper was unfolding. As Robert grew, so too did the emotional weight of his father's absence. For Terri, seeing Robert's evolution must have been both inspiring and heartbreaking. After all, this was the boy who had once looked to Steve for guidance, and now he was stepping into a new phase of his life, one that would undoubtedly affect not just his career, but his family as well. The pressure of living up to Steve's legacy while navigating his own identity has been a delicate balance. But for Terri, it has been an emotional roller coaster. The Irwin family's journey through grief and resilience is nothing short of extraordinary. From Steve Irwin's tragic passing in 2006 to Terri and her children, Bindi and Robert, carrying forward his legacy, their story is one of heartbreak, hope, and an unwavering dedication to wildlife conservation. But what's truly astonishing is the transformation of Robert Irwin, the son of the beloved Crocodile Hunter, whose remarkable growth and accomplishments are leaving an indelible mark on the world. What started as a young boy's passion for animals has evolved into a powerful voice for conservation, and his mother's pride is evident as she watches him step into a role that Steve would have undoubtedly admired. Terri Irwin, the strong matriarch of the family, has always been the quiet backbone of their incredible mission. While Steve's infectious energy and daring spirit were the public face of their conservation efforts, it's Terri who has quietly driven the family's work behind the scenes. She ensured that the Australia Zoo thrived, expanded its conservation programs, and continued to educate millions about the importance of preserving wildlife. Her leadership, especially after losing Steve, wasn't just about maintaining what they had. It was about pushing forward into new frontiers for their family's shared dream. And while Terri's strength was crucial in keeping the zoo running, her greatest challenge came with raising two children who were growing up under the shadow of such profound loss. Now, Robert's transformation into a charismatic wildlife advocate and world-renowned photographer has been a heartening source of pride for Terri. Watching her son step into the public eye with a similar passion for wildlife while also carving out his own identity has been a bittersweet journey. From his stunning wildlife photography to his growing role as a television presenter, Robert's commitment to conservation is shining brighter than ever. His striking resemblance to his father, both in his appearance and his approach to conservation, stirs memories of Steve. Yet it's clear that Robert is his own force for change. Terri's pride in Robert's achievements extends beyond his professional milestones. Watching him take on more leadership responsibilities at the Australia Zoo and collaborating with international conservation groups has shown her that Steve's legacy is not only intact, it is evolving into something even bigger. Robert's ability to captivate and inspire the next generation of conservationists speaks to his dedication to the planet's future, and his growing influence is ensuring that his father's work will never be forgotten. What do you think about Robert Irwin's incredible transformation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more updates on the Irwin family's inspiring journey. And be sure to click on the next video on your screen. You won't want to miss it.